Welcome back. And now the lighter part of the show, which is also beautiful and charming, and an open-air sand museum in Hurghada. Of course, it's a beautiful one that you should care to visit in your mid-year vacation. An open-air museum built in the middle of the desert. The Sand Museum displays artifacts born from the mixture of color sand and water, and also famous figures that have shaped world history can be seen also in the region, which hosts dozens of sculptures and reliefs. And of course, it is located in the south of the city of Hurghada in the Red Sea Governorate. And of course, we're going to be talking a lot more about that. But right now, we have with us live over the phone the tourism expert, Mr. Simon Sayegh. Good morning, Mr. Simon.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Thank you. Yourself.
If you could please shed more light over this particular museum and how it is, receiving the visitors.
Well, the Sand City Museum is dedicated to carved sand and is the only museum of its kind in Africa and the Middle East. The Sand City in Hurghada consists of 42 historical statues and 17 restored masterpieces belonging to artists from different countries who left a part of the heart and soul in their work. The most important feature of this museum is that everything is displayed is located outside, which means in the open air, and is close to hotels and commercial centers. And we can go as a family and friends to see that amazing work, knowing that that museum receiving the visitors can receive you for a whole journey for all ages. It will make for you a connect with our work and our historical roots, and it will absorb all excitement with full surprises, telling stories of well-known legends. Your family, your friends, for all over the day can spend a beautiful, entertained program and day. Also, they have a shopping square, a coffee shop, a kids' playground and workshop. That open museum that is in Hurghada has two beautiful parts. One that we call historical art section and the Wonderland art section. For the historical part, it's where there is the sculpture and the reliefs of our legends, with also many famous military leaders and characters for around the world. The most popular attraction in the section is the replica of the famous Giza pyramids and the Sphinx. Also, the Wonderland art section that features 20 sculptures and 11 reliefs of Walt Disney animated characters, knowing that we have many popular and beloved Hollywood movies presented in that open museum, which is a great place to enjoy, very interesting to be seen, knowing that if we make an overview for it, that will be a real attraction, one of many that are in Hurghada city. So Hurghada is bringing to us a lot of activities to spend a day and full day with a lot of learning. For example, they have the 3D artworks sculpted out of the sand, including Spider-Man. And you don't need even to take a taxi to go there. The council city has presented a lot of transportation. And if we look to the comments of the people, they say kids enjoyed the sculptures, both historical and kids cartoons. And they talk about our Egyptian stuff that are very friendly, extremely polite and helpful. both adults and kids enjoy the full day over there. So it's a real perfect vacation. The sculptures, people say, they are amazing. They are very skilled artists who work all of that work. And we can even see around it, there is camels, which make kids also happy to join a trip on them. So for many years we are developing there, and it's a real beautiful place that we should talk about other attraction that Hurghada made to attract people. For example, we have the beautiful Hurghada Museum that is located in the promenade not far from the international airport. And it is that museum considered as, how can we say it, the first antiquities museum in the Red Sea governance. And also they have the beautiful Marine Biology Museum, well known by the name Grand Aquarium, which is considered one of the major projects of Hurghada, including a large group of marine creatures. And it's the first of its kind on the region. It provides the idea of communicating with and identifying the marine organism, and it has a large collection of dolphins, sharks, and various marine creatures.
Those are mummified? They're mummified or live?
Well, we have both of them. We have mummified pieces, and we have a big, beautiful exposition over there, because they have a 22-meter-long glass tunnel, which is located in the village near Magawish. And if you go over there, you will see a lot of the life that is underwater, exposed, and that you can enjoy. They created over there too what we call the mini Egypt Park, and it's a big attraction for miniatures of Egypt's landmarks from the pyramids. They even presented the Cairo Tower, and it's considered one of the most important tourist attractions, where it's possible to see all the landmarks of Egypt in small models. They created over there the dolphin show, and if you go to Makadi Bay, you'll find a dolphin show, and that show is full of games, which it's a lot of fun atmosphere, and especially for children. So Hurghada, if we get back to the main subject about the aquarium as you asked, so that aquarium is from January 2015, which shows that our actual government did a lot for the recent time. And if we talk about its measurements, we're talking about 3,500 cubic meters in tank space. And inside of it, over 1,200 individual animals, which represent over 100 species. That's one of the continent's largest aquarium that Egypt leads in it, and it's the Egypt's largest one for, if we take with us all the Arab world. And it contains over 24 separate exhibits, which include the shark tunnel, the rainforest, the whale valley, also the fossil that has been found in the Western Desert. So the facility is also home to a Bedouin life exhibit and an animal zoo. That aquarium is notable. Specimens that includes the nurse shark.
Does it also reflect the nomadic life?
Of course, which is a beauty of Egypt that has presented. So Hurghada nowadays became a leading city. You know, that city that we founded very recently. It's only in the 20th century. And for many decades, it was only a small fishing village. So we succeed to grow it and to make in it a lot of foreign investment, full of resorts and hotels. And you can find a lot of facilities, like, for example, the yachting, the scuba diving, the snorkeling, the kite surfing, the windsurfing, and a lot of water sports and nightlife and warm weather. So that city with its warm temperature is very attracting and we became the first destination for Europeans, and especially in winter, when over there they have a lot of vacation like Christmas, the New Year, and a lot of people will come to drop with the what we say the charter flights in Hurghada. So Hurghada is really a big attraction, like the Delta, like the Upper Egypt. A lot of packages and holidays are going there. Hurghada also, we succeed not only to develop the city, but it became an attraction for Egyptians to live. Over 250,000 of Egyptians are living there. And a lot of cities are inside. Comes the Old Town, the city center, the modern port, the village road, the northern port. And from there, we succeed to make out of it a big tourism attraction. Also, a domestic tourism is going over there, especially that the landscape is a beauty. And over there, the dry climate, the hot weather, the long beaches, the clear water, everything is very attractive.
Right.
Yes.
Yes, and on top of that, of course, the beautiful weather that might distinguish Egypt amongst the very harsh weather that is overwhelming the whole world right now. Of course, Mr. Simon Sayegh would like to thank you so much, and you have a beautiful day. And by this, we come to the end of this edition of the Breakfast Show for this morning. Many thanks to all of you. Until you see you again tomorrow morning, that's a goodbye.